In this scenario, we'll review how to use the monitoring coverage report in TADM to identify systems that are managed or not managed using the IBM Tivoli monitoring application. We'll start by logging into the TADM domain manager and reviewing systems that are currently listed in TADM. We'll move to the topology views, look at the application infrastructure. And this will show us several of the systems that we have discovered in TADM, several AIX systems, some DB2 instances, and some application server instances. However, by looking at this report or this topology view, it's really not possible to know which systems are monitored or managed by ITM and which are not. So what we'll do is we're going to deploy the ME for AIX integration agent into ITM, and using that integration agent we'll be able to pull data from ITM that will identify which systems are actually monitored in ITM. To do that, we're going to go back to our TEP system, in this case NC117020. We're going to start the ME for AIX Launchpad. Here we're actually on a Windows system and using an X emulation software so that we can actually get the GUIs from an AIX system. So in the ME for AIX Launchpad, we're going to select Configure Products Integration. We're going to select Configure Application Dependency Discovery Manager Integration and install Monitoring Agent for integration. This will deploy the agent that's actually used to pull configuration data from ITM and move it over to the TADM environment. Here we've already deployed the integration support for onto the Tivoli Enterprise monitoring server and also onto the Tivoli Enterprise portal server. But now we're going to actually deploy the integration agent on the Tivoli Enterprise portal server. Again, the Tivoli Enterprise portal server in this environment is NC117020. Okay, we're going to enter the Tivoli monitoring installation directory, which is opt IBM ITM by default. We're going to select local install since we're currently on the TEP system. And the monitoring agent for ME4AX integration. Here we see that the integration agent was installed successfully. Now we can close the launch pad. Now we'll start the services console, the ITM services console, so we can configure the new agent. Here we see our new integration agent, and we'll select it and right click on it and configure. And since we've actually installed and uninstalled this before, it still retains the information from the previous install, which is still accurate. This would be information, if you were doing this for the first time, that you would actually enter. The TATM server, the TATM user and password that you used for the TATM server when you did the TATM install, the TATM install home directory, the TATM protocol, which in this case is SSH, and the upload period, which is how often you want the ITM information uploaded to TATM. This is actually in 1 hour in hour units. So if you wanted to do it every hour, you would type 1 here. In our case, we're going to do it every 60 seconds or every minute, just for demo purposes, and you can do that by setting a negative number. So -60 would be every 60 seconds. So we'll go ahead and configure it. All of this information should be the same. Save it. And now we'll start the integration agent. And here we can see the monitoring agent for ME4AIX integration started successfully. So after a minute's time, information about the ITM configuration should be exported from ITM and imported over into the TADM environment. So we'll leave here, return to our TADM environment. We'll move down to the Analytics tab, and we'll scroll down to the Monitoring Coverage Report in the Analytics tab, and select the report. And now we get information about, first about our ITM server and services. As we scroll down, see the monitoring coverage report. And in this case, it shows these specific operating systems or applications and what is currently monitored in the ITM world. So now we can see that on NC 117020, we're actually monitoring the Unix environment, but we have a whole host of items or operating systems that are not being monitored. So these would be good candidates for deploying ITM monitoring agents to these particular systems. And that is the monitoring coverage report within TADM. Thank you.